Today we're bringing you for the very first time, brand new, a 2-piece Rosa Petite Knockout Rose Bareroot Shrub. Now these are smaller rose blossoms.
Yes.
But this is going to be a big impact in your garden because it's filled with blossoms. Today we have it for you at a sale price, $39.98 for the 2 plants, and 5 payments of $8 on a credit card gets them home. And of course, they're done in the most gorgeous color of red.
Oh, I love this bright flame.
I know.
Fire
so
engine red.
Katie Dubois, that's the voice that you're hearing right now. She brings us Cottage Farms, and 91091 is your item number. Whether you're planting these right in the ground or in containers on your garden, because you might want these tabletop, they are perfect. Because why do we want knockout roses?
Bloom power.
That's
easy.
Right. And no deadheading.
Oh, God, no, forget that. Forget that. I am so excited, Alberti. I know you love knockouts.
I love knockout roses.
Because they're so incredibly easy. This family of roses is so easy, and it is brought to you by one of the biggest introducer of roses, Star Roses. And so this petite knockout rose lives up to its name because not only are the roses a little bit more miniature, but the plant is smaller.
And look at how thick they are. Look at how
the roses are
loaded they are.
stunning. Knockouts can get to be 6 feet tall. This is, at its max, 18 inches.
That's great.
18 inches. So now, if you wanted a knockout, but you don't have the space anymore, put it in a container.
So if you have a balcony, right? Like I grew up in New York City.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we just had a little
there.
balcony. If you have, you know, a front walkway going to your condo or going to your, you know, like your apartment complex, and you just want to have something beautiful to look at, you could put this in a planter. You could take it tabletop if you'd like when you're alfresco dining.
Yes.
And what's really lovely about this is you will see these blooms. Do you see these blooms? They are like, they're loaded, loaded with petals. So these are the most beautiful knockout roses.
They are. And we said the roses are smaller, the rose themselves, but for miniature roses, they're about 1.5 inches, which means they're gonna be one of the biggest of the miniature roses.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
So, and plus, true to the knockout form, knockouts have more roses on the shrub. This is going to be absolutely loaded with these blooms, just like this. You see it, how many are there? They keep on blooming, Alberti.
And now let's show everyone how you get them. So first and foremost, this is not small.
No,
when
it
we
is
send it
not.
to you, right? How many years old is this?
This rose just came out last year. So this was growing 3 years ago. So
it's a 3-year-old bare root is what you're getting. Now Katie's gonna show us how we're gonna plant this, right? So what are we gonna do with this? Come on over here, and you'll see many people are picking up more than one set. Remember, you get a set of 2. The last time we presented knockout roses, it was only one bare root.
Yes.
This is 2 because they're the petite size, but you might want to pick up multiples, and a lot of people are doing that because the thing is that if you are lining a walkway, the front of your home, I can't think of a better rose to actually plant in the front of the home.
Or even I have knockouts and I'm putting them in front of my big knockouts.
Oh, I love that.
So if you'll need a lot of them because, you know, maybe 2 or 3 of these in front of each knockout. But let's talk about that in a minute. Right now, planting could not be easier. A bare root shrub is easier on you, easier on the plant. You'll have roses in 60 to 90 days.
Wow.
So you take these roots and the only secret here is you just want to dig a hole as wide as the root ball, and whether you're doing it in the container or the ground, and you cover it back up to exactly where the root part is, cover it back with soil, and then you water. Now we do have a fertilizer that is made specifically for roses, Alberti. You'll want to pick that up.
Yes.
But don't start fertilizing until you see new, fresh growth on this.
Okay. Okay, so a couple weeks or so.
Couple weeks, exactly.
Okay. And here's why you want to do that. When you fertilize your roses, you will get more blooms, right? Like
that's what we want.
That's the whole purpose, right? Is you plant the roses, you want to get more blooms. Here's the easy part about knockout roses. If you're brand new to this concept and you're like, what's a knockout rose? What does that mean? It means literally they knock you out with blooms, right? They're nonstop. They're perpetual bloomers.
Yes, exactly.
And so you don't have to deadhead them. You don't have to, Martha Stewart was the person that actually taught me how to deadhead roses.
Wow.
She took me to the
She's
back.
the one to teach you.
She literally took me to the back set here at QVC and taught me how to deadhead each rose, right? But you don't have to do that.
Don't worry about
with knockout roses. You can just plant them and enjoy them. And when the when the roses fall off, right? When they die and fall off, the new ones start growing again, and they just get bigger and bigger.
And these bloom. These are one of the first shrubs in my yard to bloom. They'll start blooming early spring. Now, of course, depending on where you live, but here in Pennsylvania, I can see the knockouts are starting to flush out, and then they'll bloom constantly through a frost.
So, Katie, do I ever need to like trim them back or do anything with them?
Not
Any
these petites.
maintenance?
The only reason why, if you put them in a container like this beautiful picture here, and let's say you want to keep it a little smaller, remember these are petite knockouts, so they're only ever going to grow about 18 inches tall and 18 inches wide. So you don't really need to if you don't want to. They will always stay this perfect shape that you see here.
Wow.
Now that's 3, maybe there's a 4th hiding behind the words, but so if you are thinking about putting them in your garden, there it is.
There's
yes.
the 4th.
Thank you. So that's 18 inches of space that you might want to put in front. That's a hydrangea. Put it in front of a hydrangea.
And by the way, you can cut these. You can put them in little bud vases in your home, next to the bed. When guests come over, I always love having like a little bud vase with flowers.
Just something simple,
next to the guest
your powder
room.
room.
Yeah, just something like that. And by the way, they smell so beautiful.
Yes,
yeah,
they do have
gorgeous
a
fragrance.
nice slight fragrance. The other thing about it is, if you do live in a place where you're keeping it in a pot, this is the first kind of knockout you can now bring in the house to enjoy indoors in the wintertime.
Wow.
So I know a lot of people are doing these for Mother's Day. Give the gift for Mother's Day to your mom. It can live inside for a period of time, and then you take it and you can put it in the ground after that, or keep it indoors as a beautiful indoor rose.
And of course, you know, we live here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. My roses, they stay out all year round.
Yes.
You know, if you're a brand new gardener, I know a lot of people sometimes are like brand new gardeners and they watch QVC and they buy something because they want to try gardening out for the first time. This is a not overwhelming rose. It's the perfect height. It's not something that's too hard to plant. It's like the perfect size to plant. You can plant it in a container.
Easy to care for.
And you don't have to do anything except water it. And by the way, you only really like water it and fertilize it like the first season. Right? I mean, like
it's true.
Second season, third season, like it does it itself.
If it's in the ground, after that, it will be completely established. Of course, in containers, you need to care for them a little more. But these could be like these are the easiest rows that you can grow with all of the payoff. No disease resistant, and better even than some of the older knockout varieties. So you are getting bloom power, you're getting color, you are getting all of the pizzazz of the original knockouts in a petite package.
And in the red, right?
Yes.
A red rose. We haven't offered anything this kind of, I think, traditional and classic in a rose.
Yep.
$8 on a credit card gets them home. Here's what I'll also tell you, is that because this is a perennial, this is something that comes back year after year, you get a full year warranty on these,
yes,
right?
You
so
do.
when you try them out today, don't think that you've made your purchase, it's a final sale and it's one and done. We want you to be successful, so get this home and try it out for yourself. And, get that fertilizer to go along with it, or use another rose fertilizer if you've got one already at home. But this one is amazing. This is the one that I use for my roses. But today is your day to order them with the free shipping and handling, with that 1-year guarantee. M91091 is your item number. Very, very hard to find knockout petite roses anywhere. I don't think I've never heard of them before.
Well, they're brand new. The first time we've ever had them here on QVC. I was so excited to be able to bring them to you because I am a huge fan of roses in general, but I don't have a lot of time. I have a lot of time to care for roses, and so I want something that's going to be really easy but have that knockout, as you said.
Do I have to worry about disease with these?
No disease.
No disease.
They're deer resistant, so if you live in an area where you get deer, rabbit resistant, but you get all of the enjoyment to be able to bring them indoors as well.
Oh, try these out and you will absolutely enjoy them. First of all, there's nothing more romantic than a rose.
No, especially a red rose.
And I will tell you, I love roses so much because my grandmother, my father's mother, she wore rose perfume, like she wore it like all day, every day, right? Like anytime you hugged my grandmother, Nananine, you smelled like roses. But it was the most wonderful, wonderful thing ever. And like anytime I see a rose, that's all I think of is my Nananine, and how she just emulated that beauty from within, which I think so many people love about roses, right? Like they're just romantic and they're pretty and they're timeless and they're classic. Today, we're bringing you such a special offer with these petite knockout roses. And today you get them home, 2 of them, right? Like that's the thing that's killing me is that you get 2 of them for this price, $8 on a credit card. So I just want to show you again one more time really quickly.
Yeah,
I'm going to pull this out. Yep. This is how they come to you. You're going to get 2 of these for that easy pay of $8 on your screen. M91091 is your item number in order to get that home. Okay, so Katie, I know that we kind of like mentioned the warranty, but because these are perennials, we have a full year warranty on these.
We do. And I should mention they are also really hardy zones 4 through 9. So we want to guarantee these plants. We say we aren't happy if you aren't happy. We guarantee our perennials for a whole year. If for any reason you're dissatisfied, please get in touch with Cottage Farms and we will make sure you are taken care of.
Okay, so continue placing your orders for your knockout roses. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you.
And get those home for 5 payments of $8 on a credit card. Hey, listen, we're continuing our